Eating there by the mango tree, round the corner Sally. She loves me good, she loves me long. Round the corner Sally. She loves me hot, she loves me strong. Round the corner Sally. Was you ever down in Kingston town? Round the corner Sally. Where the cows all spend our money around. Round the corner Sally. I wish I had that gal in tow. Round the corner Sally. I'd take her in tow. Round the corner, Sally. To Callao, a pound to go. Round the corner, Sally. Around that corner where the night will go. Round the corner, Sally. So round her up and stretch her loft. Round the corner, Sally. I think, by God, all enough. Round the corner, Sally.
Trim the yards off them! Unlash the harpoons!
As we were fishing off Haysborough line, when the wind blows, we'll all pull together.
There's our prey. Hold fast!
Hang tight!
Got him! Got him!
We're going to hit it!
Brace! Hang on, man!
Stung him!
Hold on!
Good hit,
He snapped the line! Where is it?
Look out! Starboard bow!
Careful now! This one's dangerous!
I see him off the starboard bow!
Here we go!
We're going!
Brace, everyone!
We're going here, John!
Look at the size of that monster! Well done, Captain!
shall take it.
Where am I to go, me tights? Oh, where am I to go? I roll and go. Oh, where am I to go, me tights? Oh, where am I to go? For I'm a young sailor boy and
Some fresh meat here, sir.
Sir, peel away. Ready the whaleboat.
as we were fishing off Hayes for all night, when the wind blows, we'll all pull together.
There he goes!
They'll tie her out soon enough.
We're heading for ice!
There. Ah, yes. Brace.
Patience, patience.
He's coming. That's it. Steady. Hang on, man. Get in the yard. One more time.
All right. Look at the size of that monster! Fine catch, Captain.
Drop anchor.
Master Cormac, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I was stopping to restock my ship when I heard the talented Captain Cook was here. We have a word.
At your service, as always.
I'm looking for a man. Captain Louis-Joseph Gauthier, Chevalier de la Vérendrye.
The explorer. I have heard of him and his illustrious family.
I must see him.
Ah, send my regards. Or not. He sailed east a few days ago on a heading to Anticosti.
Indeed.
I would advise caution.
Oh, I've been there before.
Then, I bid you good fortune. I will be sailing past Conception Bay, should you require further assistance.
Much obliged.
The Grand Master is pleased, Shay, what you did in New York. Yeah, it's only a matter of time now before order is restored.
New York was never orderly, Gist. With hope gone, perhaps.
It couldn't have been easy for you, my lad. But you did what you had to do.
I keep telling myself that.
We're almost rid of the assassins in New York. And it's not as if the Hellcat didn't try to make you wear a pine overcoat. You had no other choice.
I chose to cast my lot with the Templars.
And we are glad you did, Shay. Who knows? Had you not, you might have found yourself at the end of Master Kenway's blade.
Or yours.
That's the spirit. Look, Shay, by killing Hope, you not only saved yourself and half of New York from the assassin's poisons, you also learned the path we must take next. Now our task is simple. Prevent a group of Paper Skull killers from destroying another city. All in a day's work.
A long day, Gist.
Not to be insensitive, sir, but what did you learn from the departed damsel?
That she's cleverer than I even thought. Her whole ruse was to give Liam time to get back to Chevalier. They must have already set sail to a new precursor site.
Determined to the end. I must say, I admire the misguided lass.
I don't. The assassins won't stop their mad quest. They're desperate to find a piece of Eden. Especially now that half of their brotherhood is dead.
Not far now, Captain. There may be an alternate route to the west!
Anticosti is famed for its shipwrecks. They likely believe no one would venture into such dangerous waters.
None but fools and madmen, perhaps? Watch out for those icebergs, Captain. Drop anchor!
Keep dreaming, you fool. I've a good line on him. I've got a shot. I can get him from here. A clear shot. I've got a good line on him. Close it. Finish him. Grenade loose. I can shoot him. Grenade out.
Better head back to the Morgan. Lost! She's been found!
Taking heavy damage, sir! Hold first! We wait for the captain!
Taking damage here! We've been run out from sail!
We must leave, sir!
You'll have no argument from me. Set sail! Make haste!
We're overmatched, sir! The Royal Navy! Ah!
Still can't get used to that.
King George's men will take care of those pirates. We've got our own battles to fight.
Right! We gotta hit!
That was a far closer escape than I'm comfortable with. But we have what we came for.
Then we know where de la Vérendrye's ships are headed?
Not quite. But we have the means to find out. We'll need Cook to interpret these maps.
Then we should set sail for the coast of Newfoundland. Sir, to fall!
Get the mates free! Crowd it all on!
Loose sails! Let's catch the wind! A foot!
Oh, do me Johnny Poker, come rock and roll me over. Do me Johnny Poker, do. Oh, do me Johnny Poker, just get on in a roller.
The ice isn't stopping us!
Oh, do me Johnny Poker, the ice won't help properly, sir.
Master Cormac, I didn't expect to see you again so soon.
I found Olevet Andre's travel plans. But the devil used some kind of code. I can't figure it out. Maybe you'll have better luck.
How strange. It is a very old cipher. I have seen it once before. I could draw you a map.
Or you could accompany me. Help me find Olevet Andre.
An urgent matter, then. Very well. We shall sail together again.
I gather you have some history with our friend de la Verandre?
A history of instant loathing. I should have known not to trust my friends who embraced such a wretch.
My goodness, what could this fellow have done to inspire such enmity? I know him only as one of a family of explorers, extending the boundaries of the known world.
From the brief encounters I've had with him, I can tell you he's an irascible person.
That's a polite way of saying he's a cantankerous bastard.
But do his actions surpass his words?
I suspect history will believe so, my dear cook.
The actions that enter the history books in any case. Master Cook, how far south have you traveled?
Oh, not far. Only about Nantucket, really.
I knew a man there. That's another matter. Have you not even been to the West Indies?
Not yet, but the West Indies are well mapped already.
Ah, you're looking for a challenge, are you?
Did you hear that?
Cannon fire. Deep within the fog.
Could it be de la Verandre?
Perhaps. This is a secret expedition. They won't be keen to leave any witnesses to their voyage.
Thank you for the follow.
Could be valuable cargo. Cold like this. Ship ahoy! A snake cat! We found them!
Let us hope we are not too late. They have us at a serious disadvantage.
We're gaining on them. Morgan won't let us down.
Watch your course, Captain!
Fire!
Take the lead, sir! They are firing and falling! Incoming fire! Where is he hurt? Ready to fire, sir!
Douse the gallants and royals!
Keep out of her way! She'll ram! Enemies firing! Ready, volleys!
Fire!
Ready to fire, sir!
but made.
Watched by our enemies.
Floating cargo for the taking, sir.
Briefing on top. Fire! Fire! Ease off the wind.
They hit us, sir.
Fire!
Ready, Captain!
As much sail as you can.
Topsails, gallants! Loose and
Brace.
trim! Incoming fire!
Fire!
Use explosive
Ready to
shock!
hit them, sir!
Fire!
This snow has been sent to bedevil us.
It won't slow us down for long. And perhaps it will help us take them by surprise.
Race! It's an ambush!
Steady the ship! Where are they?
They're within mortar range, that's all I know!
Sir, to four.
Loose made sail!
Taking damage here.
Fasten yourselves!
Sir, to the fore.
Trim us off the wind! Brace yourselves! Fire!
It's the gear full.
Ready to fire,
Irksome
Captain.
to the last. Andre must have stayed behind to stop us.
I've no doubt volunteered for the job.
We can hit. Get in there, sir.
Fire!
Iceberg spinning.
Fire! Fire!
Almost there, sir.
Fire!
Awaiting orders, sir.
Fire! Fire!
Take the hit, sir. Cannon
Fire! Fire!
still reloading.
Brace for impact!
Having us that time. That's their weak spot.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
Get in there, sir.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
That iceberg's finished.
Fire!
On your mark, Captain.
Get the mains free!
Mains loose!
He's dead in the water! Prepare for boarding!
cabbage farmer. Are you still convinced the Templars are right?
Convinced to the end. You bastard! Achilles and Liam have already headed north!
Hope was right. I do make a good distraction.
Ah! Thanks for your help, Captain Cook.
You're welcome, Captain Cormac. Sailing with you is certainly, interesting.
Trouble does seem to find us, it's true.
Tell me the truth. Are you fellas with a larger organization? The Board of Admiralty. You take your orders directly from His Majesty, don't you?
We couldn't tell you, even if we were.
You should have these maps. The La Vedendry won't need them anymore. We'll contact you in regards to sponsoring future voyages, Captain.
Much obliged.
Let's go hunting.
As we were fishing off Haysborough Line, when the wind blows, we'll all pull together.
Let's get started.
Patience.
There he is! Starboard bow! Tie it down!
He's off! We're going to hit it!
Brace! The iron struck. Hang on, man.
Get him before he snaps that tail!
Ha!
Watch out!
Hang on, man. Hang on, man.
The rope snap cabin!
See anything yet?
Got in, Captain! Hang tight!
On the line!
Off we go! Good hit, Captain! He's turning the sea red! He's turning the sea red! Grand shot, Captain!
Hang on, man.
The rope snap, Captain!
That's it. Steady. Secure the rope. Hold steady now.
He don't like that! He's turning the sea red!
Hang on, man. on, man!
We got him now!
It's the White Whale!
A great haul, sir.
Hey, so handy, me boy, so handy. Why can't she be so handy?
All
Oh,
sail!
handy,
All
me boy,
sail!
so handy.
Let's catch the
up,
wind.
up, this yard must go. Handy, me boy, so handy. Oh, up from down below. Handy, me boy, so handy. Grow ye may, but go ye must. Handy, me boy, so handy. And growl too much and your head they'll bust. Handy, me boy, so handy. Oh, a bully ship and a bully crew. Handy, me boy, so handy. Oh, we're the gang for the kick through. Handy, me boy, so handy. Your advance has gone, you'd see again. Handy, me boy, so handy. Bound round the horn through the hail and rain. Handy, me boy, so handy. Sing and haul and sing. Handy, me boy, so handy. Oh, up aloft this yard will swing. Handy, me boy, so handy. Hey, up aloft that yard must go. Handy, me boy, so handy. For we are outward bound, ye know. Handy, me boy, so handy.
Master Kenway!
The La Vérendrye's dead. I have the coordinates. I know where the assassins are going.
Then, let us make haste.
Do you think Achilles and Liam have found the precursor site?
The world is still standing. If they uncovered it, they have not yet set the Earth in motion.
How gentlemanly of them.
There should still be time. Master Gist, stay here. I shall accompany Shay.
Sir, with respect, are you sure that's wise?
As Grand Master, I must investigate this precursor matter to the end, and witness the death of Achilles' brotherhood.
If the assassins do trigger an earthquake, at least there's few around to suffer.
I have no intention of letting your former colleagues destroy a precursor site, regardless.
This would be beautiful if it wasn't so damn cold.
Tread carefully. Some of this ice is rather thin.
That's a hefty crew Achilles brought.
doubt he expects all of you to survive these conditions.
That's bleak. But we're still outnumbered. Let's keep a low profile, avoid unnecessary fights.
Your assassins would scarce recognize you. Come, let us enter their parlor. I will find another way.
Is this the apple?
No, don't touch anything. Shay was right.
What would he know?
More than me, apparently.
Finally, you understand. Achilles. This is a structure to hold the world together, not a weapon to control it. This whole calamity could have been avoided if you'd only listened to me.
Disrespectful to the end.
Yes, we've been working on that.
Right or wrong, Shay? You betrayed the Brotherhood, Achilles, and me.
Says the man who shot me in the back.
At the homestead. That was Chevalier. I don't miss!
Liam, don't!
Did you have to break that damn manuscript and box all the way out here, Liam?
The precursor box is safe, Shay. Chevalier took care of that. You'll never find it. I found Hope's body, Shay.
I'm sorry!
Was it you? Tell me. How could you do this to us? How could you kill Hope? A cold grave awaits you.
That was... lucky.
How many times do I have to tell you, Liam? I make my own luck.
How'd you do that? You bastard. You broke the assassins. Betrayed everyone you knew. You sided with our worst enemies. And for what?
To save the world.
I hope that world is a good one.
No!
Why not?
Achilles is harmless now. A mentor with no followers. What kind of world are we making if we cannot show mercy? Besides, he understands what these precursor sites are now. Without him, the assassins may continue their search.
Valid points. Never forget what has happened here.
I won't. But the world will.
So what happens now?
Master Gist will be in charge of eradicating any remaining traces of the assassins. Master Weeks and the others will assist him, of course.
Achilles has lost everything. He won't dare leave his homestead.
He won't. Shay, although our search for precursor sites is at an end, I want that box. You will find it for the Templar Order, and for me.
Could be anywhere in the world by now. It may take years to find it.
It may take your lifetime. Are you up for the challenge? Good.
Incredible. Who knew that Shay had that kind of potential?
I have everything I need to complete our assignment here.
One last job, Numbskull. We need you to upload Shay's story.
But not to Helix. I want some very specific people to see what we have found here.
Granting you level 3 security access. From this point on, no doors will be closed to you. In the distant past, the assassins had a noble goal, that of peace. But over the centuries, that goal eroded into a far more dangerous one. Freedom.
Shit. What's going on now?
A minor setback.
Okay. Your communicator doesn't work right. There! Just follow those lights and you'll be set. I promise, you won't die if you follow the bright lights. I haven't steered you wrong yet, have I? Follow the lights. Wrong yet, have I? Follow the lights. Please hurry, Numbskull. It all comes down to this. Please hurry, Numbskull.
service.
Otto Berg, the big star of the Animi training program. Show me what you've got, you arrogant prick.
If you insist, Master Cross. I believe that my training will soon be complete. Wouldn't you agree? What's so funny?
I was wrong about you. You're not arrogant. You're just deeply fucking stupid.
Oh.
Your body, your mind, they're not yours anymore. You understand? All you have left are the voices.
I don't suffer from your condition. My Animus sessions were carefully—
No! My voices are ghosts! Dead! So they can only ever say the same things over and over and over and over. But the ones in your head will never die. And they own you now.
I am the Order's humble servant.
You're not even a person anymore. You're a tool, a weapon, a plaything.
We're done here.
And in the glorious New World Order, there won't be any room for broken toys like us!
You have exceeded my every expectation. Use that terminal to upload Shay's story to the assassin network. The modern-day assassins are weak. It is only a matter of time before I catch the last of them and kill them. But it is not enough for them to die.
What happened in Haiti happened in Portugal. A great earthquake. Thousands dead thanks to your damned manuscript.
Get him out of here.
I want them to know how weak they truly are. And I want everyone to see them suffer. So on the day they finally meet me, they will welcome the death I offer them.
Shay was right.
What would he know?
More than me, apparently.
My plan is in motion. I have no further demand to place upon you.
Yes, I am also a Templar. Have been for years.
Duncan Walpole rose through the ranks to become a master assassin, but he was restricted by a brotherhood which chose to send him across the ocean to the West Indies, rather than find a way to nurture his potential. Once there, Duncan attracted the notice of Laureano Torres, former governor of Cuba and Templar Grand Master. Through their correspondence, Torres offered a less violent way to achieve their mutual goals, by using precursor artifacts as a surveillance system, rather than the murders and scheming favored by the Brotherhood. Sadly, Duncan was killed by a pirate before the Templars could help him achieve his potential. Although Duncan's story does not have a happy ending, it clearly demonstrates that the Templars' highest goals of peace and order need not exclude personal success and achievement. Sean Hastings was a university professor whose hobby was leaking Abstergo secrets. He was hours away from being killed by Abstergo when he was saved by Rebecca Crane, an assassin hacker. Since then, the pair have been inseparable, providing technical support for assassin field agents. Hastings and Crane infiltrated Abstergo Entertainment Montreal in late 2013, and were responsible for the theft of classified information. It is unclear if they planted the virus currently affecting the Helix servers, or if they merely left the door open for other hackers to exploit. Rebecca Crane's skills are not to be underestimated. She created the Animus 2.0, an assassin version of Warren Viddick's original machine. It appears that she was also largely responsible for establishing a new, more secure assassin network. It would seem Crane and Hastings have been promoted within the Brotherhood. There are rumors that they are now leading some kind of hacker collective known as the Initiates, and attempting to lure them to the assassin side.
So, to Evan Dean, from Melanie LeMay, 29 September 2014, Conspiracies. Hi, Evan. I wanted to diversify our programming a bit and attract a bit of the fringe element in terms of customer base. With that in mind, I thought a new series focused on crazy conspiracy shit might be right up your alley. A few subjects to focus on: Hermeticists, the lost civilization of Lemuria, miracles in the Bible, planetary consciousness, the singularity. I'd like to see if we can get some big-time celebrities to narrate these things. Now, at first glance, they'll probably balk at the subject matter, but I bet if we feed them the script in chunks that are out of order, we can easily manipulate them into thinking they are participating in a proper science documentary. Go nuts.
There's still one last chunk of Shay's data left to explore. It's a bit of a trip, but I think you should see it.
Field Report, Phoenix Project. November 1st, 2013. Agent DaCosta alerted me to a possible lead on the Koh-i-Noor diamond. A replica can be found among the crown jewels of England. However, the true diamond is a powerful piece of Eden and has been lost for centuries. Jot Sura is a programmer at Mysore Tech, a company working with Abstergo Entertainment to release a variant of the Animus headset to Asia, called the Brahmin device. He's been associating with Siobhan Dami, the sister of Jadsip Dami, a known assassin. Could the Brotherhood be using the Brahmin device to locate the Koh-i-Noor? Until we have more evidence, I have decided to use a local Abstergo strike force rather than mobilize Sigma Team. Update, November 3rd, 2013. Jot Sura was abducted outside of Dreamland Studios in Mumbai. He was seen being forced into a van by Siobhan and Jadsip Dami. This confirms my suspicions. The assassins must be using Jot Sura's genetic memories to locate the Koh-i-Noor. I have authorized the local Abstergo soldiers to engage and eliminate the assassins, with instructions that the Brahmin device must be kept intact. I am en route to India. Update, November 4th, 2013. I arrived in India too late. Our strike team engaged the assassins in 2 separate conflicts. The body of Siobhan Dami was found at the first site, but her remains were too badly damaged in an explosion to collect any genetic information. I found the Brahmin device at the second site, but after reviewing the genetic memories recorded within, I am relieved to find that Jot Sura's bloodline was a dead end. The real Koh-i-Noor diamond remains lost to both sides. Jadsip Dami escaped, which means we must monitor this new assassin activity in India closely. I am closing this file and proceeding to my next mission. Details of Harlan T. Cunningham's life were difficult to acquire, as many traces of his identity before becoming an assassin were altered or erased by Gavin Banks. It is only thanks to Agent DaCosta's remarkable skills that we are able to piece together this profile. Cunningham was outed as homosexual in high school, which unfortunately ruined a promising wrestling career. He left Texas as quickly as he could and fled to Europe. Cunningham was recruited by the Brotherhood in Florence, Italy, under the leadership of assassin veteran Adriano Maestranzi. Sigma Team attacked the Florence hideout in 2012, but Maestranzi detonated a bomb. 3 assassins were killed before the explosion, but Sigma Team was annihilated in the process. Cunningham and I were the only survivors. Cunningham was last sighted in Rotterdam, alongside Aaron Schutt, a former mixed martial arts champion who also suffered a career backlash when he came out as homosexual. It is clear that Cunningham is mentoring Schutt in the ways of the Brotherhood. Although physically gifted and extremely dangerous, Schutt is a poor choice as an assassin. He is incapable of keeping a low profile and will compromise the Brotherhood despite himself. Recently, Cunningham stole a piece of Eden from an Abstergo facility in Rotterdam. During the operation, Schutt was charged to attack Abstergo employees throughout the city to draw attention away from his mentor. Although Sigma Team managed to reclaim the item, both Cunningham and Schutt escaped. I will not allow Cunningham to get away from me a third time.
To Jennifer Tan from Melanie LeMay, September 17th, 2014, Animus Combat Sports. Hey you, remember when you said you wanted to see MMA events through an Animus? IRC, what you actually said was I want a cage-side seat to bathe in their man sweat. Well, I took that idea heart to heart, and we're working with our partners at Mysore Tech in India to remaster some traditional entertainment as virtual features. We're going to have concerts and historical tourism, but I made sure we get some combat sports just for you, my dear. We're going to have a series called The Best of Tornado de Combat, Brazil's biggest promotion. The CEO is a bit of a dick, but the Abstergo name carries a lot of weight, so that definitely helped us out. Volume 1 is going to include fighters like Guilherme Venancio Renschut and Luis Otavio Dures. Means nothing to me, but I hope you're excited. Means nothing to me either because I'm pretty sure I butchered those names.
Speak.
Why has Violet DaCosta been removed from Sigma Team?
I'm reassigning our assets as I see fit to align with the goals of the Phoenix Project.
The Phoenix Project? Sigma Team would be of more use hunting down the remaining assassins. Let Delta Team hunt precursor relics instead.
Those relics are the key to sequencing First Civilization DNA. Accomplishing that goal will in turn make the assassins even less of a threat than they are now.
Be that as it may, Agent DaCosta should not be wasted on something like Abstergo Entertainment.
Last year's fiasco with the Sample 17 project showed me that Abstergo Entertainment is more than just a disposable subsidiary. It's the best resource we have to finding new pieces of Eden.
It is a weak link that has been compromised by our enemies time and time again.
All the more reason to have DaCosta secure their access to the cloud servers. We're confident that Melanie LeMay won't fuck it up, like Olivier Garneau.
Bringing a civilian like that into our ranks is also unwise.
Time will tell with Miss LeMay, but she handled the John Standish situation with an even hand. She helped us discover the existence of sages, and in doing so, has done more for Phoenix than you have, Mr. Berg.
She also continues to ignore the presence of the instruments of the First Will within her operation.
Those whack jobs are actually useful to us for now. They're a cheap source of relics we can exploit. If they become too much of a problem, we'll deal with them with the same efficiency we deal with the assassins.
Giving the assassins time to regroup is a tactical mistake. We should strike them now while they are at their most vulnerable.
We value your passion and expertise, Mr. Berg, and your concerns have been noted. Now pack your bags. You've got a busy year ahead of you.
To Philip Chatrand from Melanie LeMay, 1st of September 2014, Fiora Cavaza. Hey Philip, you're getting great data from Fiora Cavaza, but I just wanted to chime in now and say that I don't want to focus too much on her early life as a courtesan in the Rose in Fiore. Fiore? Rather, I want to focus on the intrigue and tension when she betrays her gang. I can't stress enough how much I do not want Fiora to be perceived as an over-sexualized object, but rather as a cunning spy who has to make difficult choices to overcome life-threatening obstacles. I'm going to be on your ass about this, so always err on the side of good taste. I believe in you, Melanie LeMay. That has to kind of suck and also rock. Also embarrassing because you're doing this for a job and she's basically watching you have sex.
Whoa, this place is a fucking disaster piece.
How about now? No?
The kill box is live. Sorkin's picking off the stragglers as they escape.
Good. Proceed to stage 2.
All points, the word is given. Stage 2 is a go. I repeat, stage 2 is a go.
Get those doors down. 3, 2. Adriano Maestranzi, I have come for you.
What's he holding?
Vittoria Agli Assassini.
Bomb! Berg! Sigma team? Anyone, do you copy?
What? No, no. It's a beautiful turn-based RPG.
Jean-Francois Brunet, Melanie LeMay, 4th of August 2014, Robert de Sable. I'm starting to have second thoughts about doing a feature on Robert de Sable. While he was a great leader, I just don't know there's anything about a knight that fought and died during the Crusades that makes him stand out. I'm wondering if we can leave him aside for now and focus on Melanie de Lisle. A successless businesswoman in pre-colonial Louisiana is a more feel-good success story.
This is a priority message to all Sigma Team operatives. Assassins have stolen an artifact from a Rotterdam storage facility. Rally point is at 51.887107 by 4.559017. Be there at 0600 local time. Stragglers will be put to death, so move it. Listen up, losers. There are 2 confirmed assassins operating in the city. Target number 1 is Harlan Cunningham, the only survivor of a cell in Florence that our fearless leader eradicated a couple of years back. He stole the precursor box and is on the run. Target number 2 has been identified as Aaron Shute, former MMA champion, and now Cunningham's disciple and lover. How romantic. He's running interference, murdering our Templar agents embedded in Abstergo facilities throughout the city.
Sorkin, take Sigma Team and go after Shoot. I will take down Cunningham myself and recover the artifact.
I don't like the idea of you going alone, boss.
I want to deal with him personally. Sigma Team, maintain contact with Violet at all times. You have your orders.
Sorkin, you dipshit! Don't engage him hand-to-hand. Pull your men back.
Get some! He's got my gun!
Sniper 1, do you have a shot?
Negative. He's using Sorkin as a shield.
He's tearing us apart! Take the shot!
I hit Sorkin. He dropped a smoke bomb. I've lost visual.
He's gone.
That's our cue. Pick up your sorry asses and get to the extraction point. Double time.
Just fucking kill me already.
I had a dream about you.
Ah, that's sweet. But I'm with someone.
In my dream, you never made it out of Florence alive.
What can I say? I'm too stubborn to die. Hello, lover.
Perkele!
We can't leave the box behind.
Fuck that! I killed half the Sigma team. Let's quit while we're ahead.
See you in your dreams, Berg.
What a shit show.
Compile the relevant parts of our audio logs and send them to Letitia, England. Tell her this is exactly why she should be letting us hunt assassins.
Once you go back to finish Shay's story, your life is never going to be the same afterwards. You should finish any outstanding business before entering your animus.
The Royal Palace at Versailles, Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette in residence.
Such decadence.
Good luck, numbskull.
Ah, Shay! You certainly look prepared to meet royalty. Perhaps King Louis himself will grant you an audience.
I doubt even these breaches will get me into the king's chambers. Besides, I'm only here to see a business acquaintance.
Yes, I heard a group of merchants would be here today. They might come see my scientific demonstration later.
They really should. They might learn something, though I wouldn't count on their being present. I take my leave. Thank you again, Master Franklin. Now to find Charles and that damned box. That's him. Charles Dorian.
Cauchemar.
Tu as attrapé quelques mâles?
Nous sommes plus ou moins sous tutelle. Autrement dit, il va falloir
Did you see their faces when we stole those apples? I'm Arno. Elise. I'm here with my father. So am I. He has important business with the king. What should we do now?
Nous en débarrasserons à nouveau.
Pourtant simple. La comète de Halley est un phénomène céleste dont l'orbite terrestre peut nécessiter plusieurs siècles.
N'attends pas
Gentlemen, I'll protect this artifact with my very life. Arno? Where have you gone? My son, Arno? Perhaps you have seen him? Have you seen a little boy around? You're the traitor.
I'm just finishing old business.
Old Connor and his assassins. The American Revolution undid your Templar business.
Then perhaps we shall start a revolution of our own.
Uphold the principles of our order, and all that for which we stand. Never share our secrets, nor divulge the true nature of our work. Do so until death, whatever the cost. This is my new creed. I am Shay Patrick Cormac, Templar of the Colonial, of the American right. I am an older man now, and perhaps wiser. A war and a revolution have ended, and another is about to begin. May the Father of Understanding guide us all.
It's my pleasure and privilege to welcome you up here today.
Gotta hand it to you, numbskull. You proved yourself to be more than a simple research monkey.
The data you extracted from Shay Cormac's memories has served us well. Shay's story is a message. One that says that when threatened, what an assassin truly wants isn't freedom, but order.
And we represent the highest order there is.
Whatever you learned from your Animus experience only scratches the surface. We have existed since before recorded human history, and have recently been reborn, disguised as Abstergo Industries.
And entertainment.
You have crossed the threshold, and your eyes have been opened. You have seen the world for what it truly is.
There's no turning back now. We got big plans for you.
The Father of Understanding guided you to us, and for that, we are grateful. The test of your true worth begins now. And it begins with a choice.
Join us, and a bright future will be all yours.
Refuse.
Okay, so while that's going through its thing, because wow, one, I did not expect the tie-in to Unity, and I know, yes, Patrick, I know kind of vagueness of the overarching storyline. Like, I know Arno Dorian is an assassin who was raised a Templar. I'm not actually sure. I know Arno is the main character in Unity, and everything. I also know he was technically somewhat of a noble kid because of his dad. And Elise was his love interest, and Elise is a Templar, and yeah, I know some things. So, to discover that Shay's why Arno's dad is dead. Good job, hate them. Pushing on the assassin fathers getting killed by Templars plotline. Yeah. So that's honestly, I find it really interesting how Unity, Rogue, and Syndicate, even, because Syndicate is also tied into this plotline, all kind of band together with Black Flag, continuing Black Flag's story. Because Black Flag obviously starts with Edward, and then Rogue here is Shay, who's under Hatham's direction. Shay obviously kills Arno's father, and Arno is the next kind of story we run into. So that was a very good tease of the next the next story in the Assassin's Creed universe. That was really nice. And then what's the word I'm looking for? And then in Syndicate, you play obviously the Fry twins, and I know the Fry twins are looking into Edward's family house, because that has something to do with the Shroud. So it ties back into the Kenways again. So the entirety of 4, Rogue, Unity, and Syndicate all tie back into the Kenways, which ties into 3, which ties into Desmond's story. So it is kind of, in a way, a continuation of Desmond's whole storyline in and of itself, which I really do appreciate. That there's actually linking threads. I really like that there are linking threads throughout the entirety of this kind of small trilogy of games, considering they're all kind of interconnected in a way that I is really fun, and it just pushes the narrative that everything in Assassin's Creed ties back to Desmond somehow. Which should be obvious with, like, I think Valhalla finally pulling Desmond back into the game. I really appreciated that. I still haven't finished Valhalla, but I did look that up because I wanted information for stories, because I am a big fan of Desmond. I'm a big fan of Altair, and I'm a big fan of the original, the first Assassin's Creed, and I really wish they gave us a remaster of it so we can hear those lovely boys again, and kind of get a touch up on that story and pull people back into the original story that started all of this, which is Desmond's whole story. Because while I like Layla, and Layla is an interesting character, and it was nice to have a female lead. Because it's really nice to actually have a female lead that you can follow through. No, that's not a toy. No, you drop. That is my teeth brush stuff. 1 second. I do like Ubisoft pushing kind of the diversity stuff in their Assassin's Creed game. Like, we have Cassandra is a confirmed original, the confirmed canon to Ubisoft's storyline, not to our personal storylines, because our personal storylines are our personal storylines, but Cassandra's canon to Ubisoft's storyline. And then that Erevoir is canon, I believe, female as she is, the Viking, and then canon male as the Norse god? Erevor's a Norse god, right? I think Erevoir is technically a Norse god, like Basim is technically Loki. I don't fully know. Evidence of the fact that I have piecemealed spoilers from the games. So, you know, and I liked that Ubisoft gave us the choice for the Animus to show you the fact that Eivor is female in some parts of the story and male in others, because Eivor has two lives that they lived. Stop eating my chair. It's not a toy. She's chewing on the chair because she's being a brat. So it's really nice, honestly, that they're pushing kind of this. I mean, one of the things I loved about Ubisoft. Padra, stop. Leave the chair alone. One of the things I loved about the Assassin's Creed storyline is it is a very diverse sort of cast, and it's always been a diverse sort of cast. You have Desmond, who is not a white boy at all. Period. A lot of people draw him as white. He's not a white boy. Not at all. His mother is, I believe, confirmed Egyptian and Syrian? Egyptian, Syrian, that whole aspect. His ancestors are a mix of between native, actual white people, William Miles, Italian, and Arabic and Syrian and Christian, because Altair is half Christian, half presumably Muslim, possibly Jewish. Not sure on that. Presumably Muslim, though, because the reason why I say presumably is because there is confirmed in that time frame. There is reference to a Jewish quarter and a Muslim quarter of Jerusalem. So that is to say that there are obviously some Jewish characters in Altair's time. But I've liked that literally Ubisoft's games have always had some level of diversity to them. So them branching out and giving us feminine player characters and feminine main characters has been great, which is what I really liked. I liked about Layla's story. I do like Layla's story also kind of mirrors the way Desmond's story went. Just from spoilers from spoilers that I got from Valhalla. So it heavily mirrors Desmond's story. Like, the fact that Layla's story heavily mirrored Desmond's story actually gave me kind of hope that, okay, maybe they're going to pull Desmond back in somehow. And they did. And I really do like that. And I like that the this kind of 3 series of games here... She's squeaking. Padra, yes, it's a very pretty chicken. Yes, sweetie. These three stories here also tie again back into Desmond. But I'm a big fan of Desmond, so I see a lot of the ties back into Desmond because I really enjoy it. I'm a big fan of Desmond. So this is something that I greatly look forward to and I greatly enjoy. And just seeing it, you know, kind of unfold and like, hey, here's more to this story that we kind of cut you off from. And then the fact that we might actually now get more of Desmond's story and more of the story involved with what what he had started. Because this is basically what Desmond has started, based upon what he did and his choices he made from Minerva and then Juno and Jupiter and everything. So I really do like the fact that we're getting to see more of that consequence play out in the more recent games. I do like what Ubisoft attempted to do here and to make it a less centralized character, because that's, you know, interesting, and it does put you more into the mindset of, okay, well, let's make this our own character. I liked how they did that tidbit here in the end here, where Otzoberg offers you a choice: become a Templar, join our order, or die. Like, that's like, okay, obviously you're a Templar. And I like how in Black Flag that you're pulled into the assassin side of things. So you're pulled into the assassin side of things in Black Flag, and you're kind of somewhat recruited without actually being recruited, and then you're just left there. Which goes to show you what William Miles' assassin brotherhood is like, and fuck William Miles. I I like that this one showed you the opposite of the Templars are actively still recruiting, despite the fact that Juno is around and Juno's around. I don't like the fact that they did a lot of the transmedia thing with their storyline. A lot of that transmedia tidbits and everything, having Juno be killed off in comics, and having comics focus on the instruments of the First Will, and having comics introduce all that instruments of the First Will, and having comics introduce Elijah, and having Elijah's story play out in the comics. I don't like that personally. I would have loved to have seen a game with Elijah. I would have loved to have played through a game with Elijah, or even just do a movie, like an animated movie, if you had to, with Elijah. Like, telling that storyline. If say we had the Assassin's Creed movie, instead of being Caleb Lynch and everything, which, don't get me wrong, I really did actually enjoy the Assassin's Creed movie. It was kind of a copy of the first game, and I get what they were doing. They were trying to, like, reintroduce, and then they did pull it back in with Origins and Odyssey and everything, as the fact that Caleb Lynch's group is technically canon, and that version of the Animus does exist, and all those characters do actually exist in canon, and that this happened in, I want to say 2016 was when the movie happened, timeline-wise, and that they do eventually get folded back into the Brotherhood. That is a section that exists, and it does exist in the video game series. I would have liked if that movie was instead about Elijah, getting to see Elijah's story, instead of having a comic tell us what happened with Elijah, having that story as a game or as a movie. I honestly think Elijah's story and then killing off of Juno in a movie setting, especially with this game and Black Flag kind of leading her up to being this big bad that the Assassins and the Templars have to fight together. If they pulled that into a movie concept and then killed her off in a movie instead of killing her off in a game, would have been a bit more, or killing her off in a comic, maybe might have had a bit more of an impact. And again, having a movie tie back into Desmond's story, because the majority of the fan base loves Desmond. I'm not gonna lie. Desmond's a really, he was a compelling character. He was tired of his shit. He was forced into this. He wanted out. He grew up into it. He wanted out. He thought it was all a lie, but he still had the skills necessary to evade everything he needed to evade up until he made a stupid choice. And then he gets caught and he finds out, oh shit, it's not a fucking lie. And then he's basically become this prophesized hero who's going to save the world and everything. And that's Desmond. There is some part of Desmond's just tired, I'm done with shit, that resonated in a way. And I liked his story a lot. And it would have been nice if the movie tied back into his story instead of just playing a copy story, kind of with Caleb Lynch. And while I love Caleb Lynch's story, and I do enjoy the movie did have a lot of disappointment. So I'm looking really forward to furthering Desmond's story as things go on. And I'm also looking forward to playing Layla's story in full, because my knowledge of Layla's story is minimal. So with that, I am all done with basically this game. No. I'm all done with this game. Did the epilogue and everything. Basically finished the story itself. There is technically some things I can pick up. Same with Black Flag. Technically, there's things I could still pick up in Black Flag. I'm not going to. I'll probably do a stream, when I get bored of playing through the series as a whole, that goes through and just 100% stuff, because I plan to do that anyways with, with the original Assassin's Creed and getting all of the flags and shit, because I still haven't done that. That's, a down-the-line type of plan. In the interim... Oh, no, I didn't want to get back into this. In the interim, however, I am going to end this stream, and then we're going to start another stream with Unity, because I do have Unity installed. And No. And I'm ending it because I want it to have concise, connected video files for my VODs. So, I'm going to end this stream, and then we're going to move on to Unity in a new stream. So, I will see you all guys in a couple minutes.